Well, well, hey there, Zelda Speedruns. It's Saturday morning on the North American side, and you know what that means. It's going to be a Majora's Mask randomizer. We vote in the community what settings will be played in our weekly, and today it's going to be Blitz settings. So, we have Spec and Warink here on the restream, and I'm joined here by Dat Losset. Dat, how you doing today?
I'm doing great this afternoon, thank you. Yeah, we yet again got another Blitz Weekly for you folks. Because probably everyone wants to get the practice in, because we do have a Blitz tournament coming up probably in the next couple of weeks. So that'll be exciting to see.
Absolutely. The cool thing about this, you can see on spec side, we have a twin mold start for Blitz. So what Blitz basically is it's a smaller check pool. A lot of the longer checks are junked or just not in the shuffle, so you don't have to worry about things like Hugo or Beaver Race, that kind of thing. And the remain that you start with in the Blitz setting specifically, you don't have to worry about that dungeon. So we will not be seeing Stone Tower Temple in this seed in particular.
That is correct. Any checks that are in the temple itself are just completely junked to seed. The checks that are still on the way to the dungeon are the free bean chests, so they could still be in play.
Yeah, and it's always fun when you're hunting for your songs, and then you have to run into elegy, and it's like, well, great, I did the wrong song check.
Yeah, we got quite the party here today. We have 6 races for us today. We have Wonk and Spec on as our runners today for the restream. We have a couple other runners in the background, including Lydia James, some others, including Alexander, and quite a few others. All just wanting to get that practice in to get ready for the tournament, because Blitz tournament is looking to be quite exciting, drawing a lot of players. I personally thought about joining the Blitz tournament myself, but I think I'm actually not going to opt to. I wish to focus on things, but I'll still be down to commentate the upcoming tournament matches. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. With the mystery tournament going, right before the Blitz tournament, definitely a break is certainly warranted. One thing we get to see featured today is this seed was rolled with the MMR beta command. It's a more random item generation than our regular bespoke that we've run the mystery and the S3 tournament with. So it'll be fun to see. Fun. Well, I hope it's gonna be fun to see just what differences that makes. It might not be immediately evident, but running a few seeds, you can kind of feel a difference. It's really interesting. So we'll be seeing that for the first time on Restream today.
Yep. As Naki said, the Bayer has introduced a new iron placement system for the Blissful Iron system, so some things were buffed, some things were nerfed, such as the presence of Fierce Steady has been significantly nerfed. I believe he would try to place it earlier than usual, but in a way that it doesn't show up all the time, so we might not see Fierce Steady as often as we have seen in the past.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see just where since yeah FD Anywhere is kind of the kind of a boost to its appearance. What that looks like nerfed in a way. I know some, and also if you have like a say a Georg start, then you're not there's a chance that you don't need Zora that seed, and that you can go up to the moon without Zora.
Yeah.
Especially with eggs junked. Oh, that's such a big thing in Blitz too, which we might be seeing in the future too, at least with these test seeds for S4.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some season 4 settings in the works right now for up to testing. One of the biggest changes, like Naki said, eggs are junked in season 4 test settings. The song that would have been on eggs instead goes on Skull Kid, where you get the song on time normally. So you might result some interesting routing to go to probably find a projectile as soon as possible to do Skull Kid, or just go find out as soon as you can and just hope you find a projectile in time. Because results in dynamic routing.
Yeah, that's the I'm trying to think of what the phrase is. That's what we've called Majora's Child in the past, right? Or is that something else? That might be
Yeah.
something else. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're more and more ready for our racers to start. It's been great to be able to talk about some of these cool changes that are coming up and what we're about to see with the beta item placement. So strap in, chat. We're starting soon. Then
Yeah. Just kind of the slow start today, which is having some technical issues and stuff. It happens.
absolutely, and a big thank you to everyone who's making this possible today. So Buff Pamela, I absolutely agree. That would be fun to see. Yeah, and I'm always curious whether I'll see a stone tower wave the hero like when you have a start because technically that's before the dungeon. So which also raises a point. I didn't specify this in my initial description, but um we have even post dungeon checks for now stone tower doesn't have those stone tower temple doesn't have a post dungeon check, but um we do have say for example if it was like a goat start, we don't have to worry about spring. So it's just a really great way to speed things up.
Yeah. And it looks like we're about to get started, and we're off.
Yeah, it looks like I didn't see what was on the clock tower, but I think we have a big chest.
Yeah, I didn't catch the intro at all, so we're gonna see here. One, I think Ace
All right.
beeline to the big chest immediately.
Yeah, Warring's going for it. They might be doing a northern opener since they haven't hit the owl yet. So they'll probably just loop back around to do that. And Spec's going for it too, going for that big chest as well. So we'll see what's in here. Some nice jump slash strats on top of the straw roof.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. Some people use like camera setups and everything. I kind of use like the way I tilt my stick in order to do it, so I don't have to do any camera setups.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a heart container. But early game that can be nice for Dodongos. That's that's the soonest use I can think of for having 4 hearts. At least it's not a captain's hat. That's always a fun start, especially if opponents start. It's like, okay, well, do I just rush graveyard now? But we're gonna do some Sphere Zero checks first, see what's available to us. Warren grabbing that fairy just to be ready in case sometimes getting here right before 5 can be something. But it's nice to route it in with Guru. All right, for our first hint on spec side here. We have Zora Cape, Way of the Hero.
Okay, that's very nice to get early, but that could be concerning. Maybe beavers. Yeah, we're gonna see the quad hints right here. Specs making a beeline for them. Not all people go for this on South current field.
Oh, here's our quads. Pamela has a purple rupee. Sorry, chat.
Sorry, chat. We got robbed immediately.
Iconic Castle Foolish.
Alright, Castle's foolish. We're not gonna need mirror at all.
It's foolish twice. It's double foolish. Just kidding. That's just a duplicate. Nice bean in the tree. Meanwhile, Woodfall Darkroom. I think that was a purple rupee, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, it was junk. It was nothing. So that annoying dark room, that's like at the top of Woodfall. We're not gonna need that today. Blizzlings do also have chest fairies and they were in old dungeons, so they got a little more density in them. That's a key mask on clock map.
Nice Keaton. We're ready for a masquerade.
Go on ahead.
That's it. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, that brings a good point. We might have just a banana allergy and it's just straight up junk, so we don't even need to touch Stone Tower at all. If that's the case.
Yeah, I feel like it'd have to be a pretty nasty twin start to have a Stone Tower waff of some sort. Yeah, I'm curious about how that works too, because I've never had anything like that. But the thought kind of came to me this morning. I was like, well, what if that happened? Well, there's a nice wallet there on Spec side in the P Hat Grotto.
Yeah, very
Um,
nice. You never say no to that. Hollywood is always
Absolutely.
nice.
And in other settings, that puts Bank 2 and 3 in logic. However, those are junk. That's a Pirate's Fortress.
Sewers.
Sewer's Foolish. Okay.
That's pretty nice. You can just one dip PF, don't need to worry about Goron. Makes actually PF pretty decent now if you can get access to it. We're gonna see the quiz here on both sides. This is our logic right now. Oh, it messes up.
So that was a Gorman has a piece of heart, so we will not be having a sound check today either.
Alright, we're gonna see that quiz later, because the thing is with quizzes, the queen quizzes in this game, if you fail them in that particular set of grass, you can't do it again in that grass until the next cycle. So you basically only go 2 attempts per cycle, unless you also have access to Springtime and Mountain Village.
Eh? Just gotta make sure, since we won't see Gorman later, just gotta at least check with him once.
Spec does not have enough for horse race, so it's just failing.
And sometimes horse race can be hinted, so you can get bailed out.
Yeah, can possibly be a popular option just to ignore horse race until later, but we'll see.
Yeah, there can be it can be a feeling when you see that, you see it hinted later as a purple rupee, and it's like, well, I already know, I did it.
I did not see what was in the road to South of Swamp Tree. I want to say it was a silver ruby, but I didn't get a good glimpse at it.
Epona gatekeeping this hint. We have Zora Hall is foolish.
Okay, that's all. Bulls is immediately. Honestly, not bad. Quite heavy in the western area.
Yeah, it saves you, if you get Zora early, you don't have to come back for Goron. If you have Hook. So, PF is definitely like a routing decision. And there's a lot of things that can play into that. Alright, inverting time on Warwing's side.
Interesting. I know it's very weird to see a invert this early, but it's his choice. I think this is probably. Oh, I think I know what he might be doing. Maybe he just wants to delay the Rune Kill a little longer and then just do it later and then probably rush stage 3. Something like that. You have a ball right now anyways for Southeast Swamp, so it's not a strong option. You can see the Pillar Grotto here in Tournament Field. And it's a big chest.
Maybe it'll be something that we can mark. We're 6 minutes in, and we have a couple of leads, but that's a bottle. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
You don't
It's
even
a
have
big
to.
bottle.
You don't even have to go shopping for that one, for that potion. Oh, playing peekaboo with the chest. Perfect, perfect.
Spec off into farm money right now outside Swamp Laundry. With advantages of that wallet, you obviously just want to do this now, just to make Bank 1 easily, because yeah, like Aki said earlier, Bank 2 and 3 checks are the same in Blizz, you just have to Bank 1 check and you're done with it. It's not a bad idea just to get the money now.
Yeah. I've never seen. I think we do the. Yeah, we touched the owl here. But I've never seen an early wallet grind like that. Fire arrow chest is gonna be junk as well. In Snowhead.
Yeah, interesting hints today. Quite a few focusing on some numerous checks, especially dungeons.
Yeah, it saves you a Wizrobe fight. If you get Ice Arrow hint, Wart Skippers rejoice. So Warring's gonna get all that info that we had with our foolishes, and I believe our what was it? Way of the Hero cape was in the quad grotto as well.
No, actually it wasn't, I believe. I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was out in the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was by the big tree.
Ah, that's okay.
Was by that one.
That's right. That was our first hint. That's right. There we go. Yeah, just the sad news. Just the sad news here in the Quad Grotto.
Yeah.
Well, Specs got a full rupee, a full big wallet, so we're gonna see Bank One right away.
Yep.
Oh, actually, well, West Clocktown. Yep. Oh, another nice thing about Blitz is you only have to worry about that initial bomb shot purchase. Bomb Lady's junked, and so is the items past that. So we get the deposit. Our first West Clocktown check. Is this gonna be a piece of heart on Bank One?
Yeah, unfortunately nothing on Bank 1 today, but like, as Naki said, you don't have to worry about the bomb back check in these settings. Saving Bomb Lady at midnight on the first day is completely disabled, along with the Golden Knight mass purchase, so there's no potential trolls for double required wallets. Giant's Wallet can never require any seeds, but you might still need a adult wallet for some shenanigans, like Smithy one, or need Blue Potion to do the well. Spec gets the jump slice as well. He's gonna get his Kia mask here. Oh no, he can. He's out of money.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to skip that for now.
Yeah, I'm curious if you do. I mean, obviously we have the gift of, knowledge, but if you, after you do Bank One, do you withdraw like 50 rupees back and?
Alright, he's getting it now.
There we go.
Sometimes this technical can be finicky. Sometimes he will just bloom back up immediately. I had that happen a few times, so Expect got a little lucky there that didn't happen.
Absolutely. It's always at the worst time too. But yeah, Specs entering East Clocktown for a nice talk to the NPCs routing.
Yeah, so far this other game's been pretty dry, a rule aside from the wallet. Our Antler's probably gonna be somewhere on final day, or probably just chilling in the swamp. Because right now going to West is not a strong play. You have the red potion you need to use, so you don't really want to do the fish tank anytime soon. You only got the Brave Hawk, the Bay Brawl there at the moment. No bomb bag, no Goron or something to do cape. Not even a hook shot. That's a hard container on the tourist center. Don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, nothing in the end.
Yeah, I think what Spec's gonna do here is probably just do a Clocktown loot. Maybe check this chest, and then go do Guru on night 1. Probably just loop around before going to south here.
Yeah, I think that's looking pretty likely here. But yeah, looking at our hints, Sword Cape Wath, Iconic Castle Foolish, along with Pirate's Fortress Sewers and Zora Hall.
Yeah, there is 0 chance you're gonna need Mirror Shield to see. There's still a slim chance you might need Light Arrows, just because of Secret Shrine, but you really don't want to see that. Few scenarios that you really do not want to see Light Arrows unless you are, like, desperate to farm rubies. Alright, yeah, this is what Spec's doing. He's gonna force night 1 here, I think. Yeah, that's what he's doing. This is double tying.
Yeah, and then once we go through, see what's on Guru, we'll have West Clocktown pretty cleared after this. Just need Kamaro Sisters, and that's about it left. At least once we get done with what Spec's about to do.
Yeah. And not only that is Callan Gang will be out of logic right now without the Bonnie Hood.
That's very true. It's always interesting to see when the seed thinks you should have done that. That bottle, that was in a grotto.
That was Turnfield Pillar Grotto. It was in the pillar, yeah. It was Spear Zero, just completely free.
Yeah, and already full of red potion for Kume.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see counting in here.
It doesn't matter if you count to 18 or 19. I mean, as long as you hit it on the right dot.
And
There you
nails
go.
it.
Hey, letter to Cappy on the Postman's game.
Of
So
course.
yes, we do need a bunny hood for that to be in logic. So bunny hood could be in a foolish location, but we'll see what letter to Cappy brings. Probably this cycle.
Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate with Specs routing now, or at least in general, because now that puts a nail if you want to go do Salvin Song on the second day. You could probably just drop it off and just do it later.
So your Keaton mask was on Tingle, right?
Yeah, that's an
Well, that
analogy
brings
bug.
you, yeah, that brings you a projectile locked bow, which is great. And you might as well check out Milk Road Tingle while you're here.
Yeah, we're gonna see the ranch and Bay maps here.
So we have two out of logic things at the same time. I mean, we'll see. Oh, a bottle of gold dust on the Milk Road Tingle for 40 rupees. So you might as well do some stonks, and with that big wallet, that's really worth it.
Yeah. I'm curious what Spec's gonna do here. Now he has to let the cafe, it kind of, like I said earlier, it kind of puts a fin on the rallying. The best thing
Yeah.
you can probably do is just drop it off and just go do swelling and come back earlier, and then you can just go beeline final day after that. Okay, he's dropping off now. Send it up. And he's gonna get his outlook bow here as well.
Yeah, that's nice about night one is you can just drop that letter anywhere, and the postman will pick it up as he should. As is what's expected of postman. So yeah, we'll get that bow here off Keaton on Spec side. And we'll
Okay.
get our first look at horse race.
Yep, he's doing horse race. Interesting choice. That's the question to check. Projectiles in this game are considered either a bow, a hook shot, sword mass spins, or decking with bubbles, which also requires magic. Any other things will not work. It has to be one of those. So, we're either missing right now for logic another bow somewhere, or what other things, like I said. So we might. I feel like we might see another sword, honestly, somewhere. Seems the most likely.
Yeah, that feels pretty likely. And then in these settings, your Deku can often become a song item, giving you 2 songs with the tablet and the regular monkey check in Deku Palace. This seed we will be using Deku for at least access in the Woodfall, so we'll see how far. Very early to tell what transformations. Oh, Akana Graveyard will be Way of the Hero on our way to the Dodongos. Moon's here on the Gorman race.
Interesting tier. That's pretty out of the way to get, but it is a check, so. But yeah, Greyhound Wolf, nice to know, but probably concerning now, because that probably likely confirms Captain's Hat is required, so we might be able to sign a hunt for that later.
Yeah. And always the fun question, is the Way of the Hero for, what exactly is that gonna be? Is that gonna be, do I need Sonata to do Keaton? Is it gonna be bombs for that grotto? Or do I just need a Captain's Hat and go day 2? Bomb chest. Or of course it could be, now remind me, how do songs work with Way of the Hero?
In non-song sanity, yeah, Ultra Order can never be a Way to Hero whatsoever, even if it's in the Way to Hero location. Always basically a song you always need anyway, so it can't be off, but you can get items that point towards Oath, like Captain's Hat, for example. But a song can be Way to Hero, any other song can be Way to Hero, such as, like, if you get a dungeon song that's Way to Hero, that tells you that it's blocking an item somewhere in its respective dungeon or post-dungeon check. So it's something to keep in mind.
So, yeah, thank you. While that happened, it looks like Spec is doesn't have the postman's hat, but they are taking the role of the postman. That was a letter to Mama on the Dodongos.
Thankfully, that is completely useless to them right now, because Potion Speedrun is junk in Blizz, so we're not gonna see the Mountain Road check out at the cafe for a long time.
Exactly. We need that Caffey mask for that to be useful.
Alright, he's doing Leather Cafe right now. He's not interested in the swamp.
Who knows? Maybe maybe Caffey will give you or the Curiosity Man will give you a all night's mask, and you have to get to day 2 anyway.
Yeah, it could be some really trolly spot bottleneck here, like Bunny Hood's probably on final day and he wants you to go back to the Leather Cafe then. You never know, just get Leather Cafe out of the way now. Just 20 bucks on fail.
Yep, just some money for a couple Pokemon packs. And we're going to go day 3, it looks like, on Spec side.
Yeah, he's going straight to night 3. It was a night big commitment.
You know, I've tried routing letter to Caffey with other things, but man, it's just so easy to forget to come back here if you don't just rush it.
Yeah. Especially if you don't know like the time of cutoff points, because usually, yeah, it's off. Usually the time of cutoff points for both checks on both days is 10 p.m. on those given days. That's when the Curiosity Shop opens.
Yeah, I think it might have been last month, I had something, if I would have routed this at the 4 o'clock second day, oh, that's a nice Great Fairy sword. And light arrows on, okay, that's gonna be, well,
Secret Shrine?
we don't actually, yes, exactly. We don't really need light arrows to complete the game necessarily, unless something is in Shrine and is light arrow locked. So, that's an interesting find right there. Yes, the sorry, the Curiosity Man does give you your ideal shrine layout with a Great Fairy sword and that. So yeah, I'll take that too.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
Oh,
Especially
that's
if it
nice.
shows up later. Oh, Rock Man misses it. Trying to do count gain here.
So it's night 3. We're in West Clocktown. What do we do as Spec?
Spec hasn't birded, so I think he's gonna go ranch here. He wants the hints, because in Blizz Saints, you are guaranteed to get 5 weighty heroes, so, and you don't really want to patch up those 5 gaps to send us to ranch. Because right now, we only got 2 weighty heroes, and we're still missing 3.
Yeah, ranch looks pretty likely, and thankfully we can still check this stockpot in chest in the employee room.
Spec did peek the day 3 chest in South Clockern, and that was a big gilded chest.
Ooh, yeah.
We could actually get that if Deku shows up. We could have a Moon's Tier requirement here.
Yeah, Moon's Tier. Oh, what check was that on?
That was on the horse race.
That's right. Okay, so we won't see that on Spec side since that's gonna be closed out. If they happen to find Deku, but yeah, it looks like we're just gonna get some ranch hints and cycle anyway.
Yeah, he's got to do this. But yeah, that's unfortunate on Spec side, like you said. He's locked down the Moon's Tier this cycle. The Golden Burst cannot be done on any night. And also the thing to know, not many people know, this little detail. If you say help to Crimea during the Rancestors quest, you can't do Golden Burst on Final Day either.
Yeah. They get ashamed that they got no scope by a child.
Oh, Spec, taking full advantage of this gold dust here, because he can just buy many times as one, and just convert it into 200 rubies.
Yeah.
I think he wants to stock up on money.
Yeah, it might just be you know, have a good hedge fund in your backup. As long as we're remembering, yeah, what settings we're playing.
Yeah. I think it's he definitely just wants money in the bank.
Primitive Fuel.
Hero.
So that was...
We found Land of Mama there.
Oh.
And a bottle. I think that's it so far, yeah, off the top of my head. That's all we found there. We haven't seen the scrub yet, because no one's gone to a observatory. That's the growing hint again on the second one.
Yeah, no musical performances today. Well, I
Oh,
suppose that, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, sorry, intro. Yeah, chat brings up a good point. There was also the wallet on the bee hat, so we might have to do Smithy or get blue potions some way.
That or the scrub in Village, Goron Village.
Oh, and yeah, and the scrub in Turnerfield too. That could be our
Oh,
true
waft
off,
to
actually.
waft. Snowhead Temple waft, by the way.
That's a big gilder on the doggy racetrack chest. This is
This
our
is
logic
being
right
locked.
now.
And
And
that's
it's
your
Tekken!
Deku. You could have gotten that gilded. Oh, interesting. That's gonna be
Okay.
on the uh deal. But yeah, where's your bean now? Because you would need a bean or hook shot for that chest. And you need a bean or hook shot for that day 3 chest anyway, too.
Yeah. Not just Hookshot or Bean, but also Sora Mass is also in logic to deal it with.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, chapter is a good point. Yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, we do have that is in logic because we do have the being from the North Park Town tree. So, yep, that deck is fully in logic. So,
There it is. That's right. It was someone said it in chat. Bean of the Trino? Trino of the Beano? I'm not gonna, it's something like that. But here's Warren grabbing that letter to Mama here.
yeah. But yeah, at this point, this state definitely looked like it just wanted you to rush day 3. But now the thing we're still looking for is to put that bow in logic. I'm expecting matches gonna show up soon, and Turnfield Way here might just be for the bottle, which you don't see often, because without the bow in logic, this bow is our only access to Deku Palace at the moment. Alright, Specs going back road to South and Swamp here. He wants Tingle here. He could do Swamp Archery here if he wishes to. But I think he wants to come here just to check the Snowhead map, because we have not seen that yet.
What do we got?
It's just more road money.
This more stonks. Tingle stonks. Shout out. Still consistent, even in the MMR beta item order.
Alright, Spec is gonna go do Swamp Archery here. He doesn't want to ditch it. Due to the nature of Blitz setting, Swamp Archery becomes kind of a worse check to do if you can't do on the first pass, because it takes a while to get this one check. So I feel like from my experience, runners more often actually just skip Swamp Archery because it's so slow to come back to.
Yeah. I think it might even be a hint in these settings as well, but
Unfortunately, it's not. None of the archeries can be hinted in Blizz. Honey Darling can be, though.
oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of Honey Darling. Yeah.
Yeah. We did see the playground hint as well, Ellie, so we don't need to bother with that this seed.
Oh, that's great.
If Spec's gonna fully commit to South here, I think he should in Bird. This is kind of a dangerous time to go to South right now, if he commits to it. Also, it's gonna be our first to make it into Celebratory.
Yeah, I missed the chest peak. Did we
I
damn,
missed it
just
as
missed
well. I
it.
didn't see where it was.
I was too drawn to the cycling on the archery. There we go.
Interesting Scarecrow pattern. I just do left and right for Scarecrow. I find it faster and more consistent. And there is one Archery on Spec side. 38. That's alright. What's on the tier? It's just a
Just
decent
to
card.
choose. Yeah, if Bino Trino didn't sound like a Pokemon already, you can choose something else. I tried. I'm so sorry. I'm not Axel.
I suspect he's soaring. He's going back to Bang, I think. Suspect's probably gonna reset here if I had to guess. He has no incentive to stay on Night 3 right now unless he's really concerned about Glare the Mama. He might just opt to give it up here. You know, he's just gonna do Bang 2, which is junk, but it's going to do it anyways.
Maybe just once 400. I guess with a WAF wallet, maybe you have 2 purchases that are required, and you have that in the bank.
Yeah.
Or it might just be missing the blitz settings.
Yeah, it can happen. I'm still adjusting to this from the commentator standpoint because I not played any blitz settings. I just been all knacking crack about mystery.
Yeah, so especially with the tournament, that definitely is valid.
Yeah. Right, well, let's return to Swamp here. I think he's gonna do Solitary as well, maybe.
Okay, so we had Bean and Bottle to Deku. So we just needed magic for these this bow to be in logic.
That or Hookshot Sora, but as I see it right now, we're probably expected to get that Deku with a Bean, and the only call we have, and just go to Deku Pass to find our ranged Source Slayer.
What if that Moon's Tear leads to another projectile?
Or a logical, one. Could be a logical projectile source. Hookshot could be in Day 3 chest. I had that happen before, and it wasn't a pleasant experience.
Yeah, no, Hookshot being there is funny. I like it when sometimes a twist on the Deku cycle where you have magic and a Moon's Tear or something that leads to your progression.
Specs often to do bombers. Bomber's high seek is also another potential sometimes since I'm kind of interested he's doing this now and not pushing towards Deku Pass. 2 songs are waiting for him right now.
Oh, that's right, and we can check this fairy.
Does he still have the fairy? He has reset the cycle. I don't know if he has the fairy anymore.
That might be a mystery quirk. We always keep the stray fairies in these settings.
Ah, okay. It's a Roman Mask. Roman Mask is completely useless.
Yeah. Only if you get, a Kathy mask way too late on day 3, but otherwise. But you're right, yeah, that does not give us any purchases, for example.
Yeah, no purchases. Sound check is hinted dead. Just a banning item.
Yeah, it can come in clutch, but not needed. Alright, playing laser tag with that 4th bomber. I assume it has to be, whatever these bombers, I don't know how they grew up. Maybe they grew up drinking Romani, the ranch milk. I don't know what's in that milk, because they can just tank arrows, and that's impressive.
And explosives, if you are someone like BCW who likes using the blast mask on them.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
Oh,
and thank you for
finally picks up this potion. He hasn't gone to his Summerfield yet.
Yeah, we just had that gold dust bottle in our pocket. And thank you for the disclaimer about ZSR does not condone the shooting of children with arrows. Only laser tag. The Termina children are apparently built different. Literally. Yeah, they just get a little bit dizzy, which, I would be pretty dizzy if someone shot me with an arrow point blank. Alright, what does laser tag give us today? Just some more money. Spec is a rich runner today.
Now, if only Bank 2 and 3 were on.
Honestly, this is the time for it to be. This seed exactly.
Alright, Wantler just finished up healing Gume, so we're gonna see the bigger box check here.
Yeah, all the way through Swamp. What does it give us?
Yeah, with this equipment right now, it's faster to take the boat.
Oh,
More
and
money.
we'll be taking the boat today since we didn't go out the door.
It's faster anyways, with no gore on anything.
Yeah, but we don't have Deku, so we can't do much.
Oh yeah, he hasn't gone that yet. He's not gone day 3. Yeah, you can't do anything over here. So is he gonna do Deku guard skip for some reason? That's very interesting.
Is that... Yeah, if this was intentional, that's what I can see happening. But it may be good to note, just for everyone. What you can do is stand against that door in the tour place. Okay, it looks like we're entering. Okay, we're gonna do the human jump without the song. Okay. Yeah, so right now, Warink is out of logic, and we'll not be finding Deku here because it's impossible for Deku to be here. And of course, we know it's going to be in Ranch. But yeah, we're going to be skipping in here. Essentially, what you can save yourself from going to Deku Palace by doing is standing against the door when you talk to Kume and Z-targeting, and Tata will lock on to her, and you can talk to her, and if you spam A, you'll be able to go out the door and skip the boat ride and continue, going maybe day 3 Ranch for that Deku. But of course, we have the gift of foreknowledge, so.
Yeah. Right now, once we leeways right now from that Deku Mask, because he's still on the 2nd day. It's not an in-bird right now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting play, but due to the nature of Blitz, you really do not want to skip the monkey here, and he's gonna have to, because you can't do the monkey as human in any way. Even if someone got up there to this cage and everything, he won't speak to you. Wasn't gonna lie, if I remember right. You have to speak to him as deck here.
Very similar to the Goron song check and the Zora Zags check. When you need a Zora guitar to get your egg song, or you need to roll up as Goron for the baby to talk to you.
That's
and
a
give you the song.
big chest.
It is. I'm interested. If this is Hook, I mean that can. That might be. It's still so much more worth it to do Deku here.
Yeah.
Swamp. What did the Bean Man? Why did the Bean Man take the Swamp title deed? He's trying to enroach on the. Wow, they're trying to get on the Scrubs turf. Wow, capitalism in Termina is cutthroat.
Now he gets this time. What's in here?
A postman's hat.
More ubiquitous items.
Great. I mean, with the letters that we have, we already feel like Postman the Seed. And you might as well get caught here to re-enter. But I guess if you want to save yourself doing the trick, you can do it backwards.
This is probably the first time I've ever seen someone do this backwards. This is very interesting. He gets away with it, though.
Yeah.
Specs on his way now. Just take a pass, and he's gonna take his mask in tow, so he's gonna be able to check the monkey, and make his way up the Woodfall there, and check the store in Zelda. So as for hints so far, we're missing one more another hint, and just one way to hear it. We're almost done with them already.
Yeah, still no Captain Sat has shown up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with this logic right now, Alternative Way to Hero is pretty much likely already satisfied, because It's been our only logical ball in the Pillar Grotto, because the ball of Goldust is still our logic.
Yeah. And that bottle unlocks so much with Deku and whatever could be on. I mean, we don't know what's going to be on day 3, that gilded chest on the tower, but man, but it was funny to see both racers have at least one item, respectively. Kamaro on the mailbox, postman's hat. But it's so funny to see, one side had Deku, one side had Moon's Tear. And it's like, well, if we just join our, powers combined with Captain Planet, like, we could just check this right now. Yeah, that's Postman into a Postman into your Kamaro. Gosh, classic MMR. Well, Song of Storms. Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's fine.
jump in on there.
And answer the question in chat. The Digger Mask was on Day 3 Ranch on the Doggy Race chest, and it's fully in logic because we have a logical bottle and beans on the Clocktown tree in North Clocktown. So we have a bean and hero seed.
So I'm curious to see whether the stone tablet will be like something like Sonata, and maybe that's our graveyard walk. Obviously we don't know that, but I'm always interested to see a Captain Kita fight in a required, a required Kita rather.
Yeah, especially right now, if that did happen, Captain Kita is fully in logic because for those not many know this apparently. The logic expects you to have a bow for Captain Keter, no matter what. Like, it will not work. It will not let you, or rather, it fully expects a bow to kill Keter with, because Keter will get too far away otherwise. You can do Keter a hook shot, but it's very difficult, and I do not recommend it.
Yeah, wherever magic in our other projectile is.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably Woodfall. And if Snot is on the story tablet, we do have a cool dungeon to clear. Yeah, the place we also just not seen at all, because our runners just had no sense to go there yet. We haven't seen any of West.
Yeah, not yet.
We can do the fish tank there, we can do the Great Bay Grotto, we also could do, we can see the Akata Canyon map check as well. That's about it.
And it looks like members of chat are also expecting this just to be, oh, actually, never mind. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it could be just a vanilla elegy that's foolish.
Yeah, possibly. What's in the crowd here? It's another big chest in Swamp. All Night Mask.
Wonderful. I was worried we weren't going to see that this scene.
If I was Spec right now, you really should invert here, because you want to get back before 4 PM to do both checks.
Yeah. It looks like we're just taking a little bit of a soak in the pool while we wait for Kathy to get their mail.
Excuse me for a moment.
Sure thing. Just as a PSA to chat, you can fast forward time. If there's nothing that you're expecting to do from 4 to 6, you can fully fast forward time and do the Kathy check here at 6 o'clock. As long as you're here before 9 or 10 o'clock. Yeah, Swamp is not being very kind to our runner today.
Alright, I'm back. This saw unfortunate facts taking unfortunate death in Swamp. This jump's good taking me as well a few times. It can be a little troublesome.
Sometimes you have a couple seeds in a row where you just have Zora, and that makes this pop up a little bit easier. And then, okay, having to go back to human. I mean, sometimes that, it can just be trolly.
Yeah. And I failed that twice before, in one of my tournament races back in Seeds 3. It was not a fun time. The tablet.
Ah, Lullaby. Great.
That doesn't do anything for us.
So useful right now. And of course, in these settings, we'll have Oath on the boss we will warp, so it's not completing the dungeon that will get us progression song. I mean, obviously we need that eventually, but yeah. I must have missed the dragonfly actually trolling. Yeah, it wasn't the pop-up itself, it was the dragonfly. Shoot. Well, hey, okay. There's letter to cat. There's our light arrows and great fairy sword in logic.
Yep.
Or
That's funny.
yeah. You know, it just occurred to me that the postman already had the letter to Kathy.
Yep.
Wow. He is that. See, you know, that's his. I guess it's his oath. That's his loyalty to his occupation.
Spec's gonna have to do the full loop here in Woodfall because there is a second gilded chest on the heart piece chest, so he's gonna have to go all the way. Wow, hook.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the postman really, you know, on that hustle with Chat GPT being a thing, you know, AI writing. I suppose he's just really trying to get ahead of the game with new technology coming out. Already written a pre-written a letter to Kathy, the seed.
Yeah. And yeah, as Chat's asked, yet we still don't have a logical projectile still. We're still not supposed to have this bow. It's either here on Woodfall, it could be Gross's here. Gross's is here actually, right now. Because Gamara Mask is behind Deku. Oh, Spec got sniped!
Oh, always fun. Yeah, it's gonna put you back all the way there. There's a Gibdo on the Kamara mask. So we are just a hook away from lower Ikana access. And on one side, Shrine access.
Yeah, we still need magic, so that's two things. But yeah, this is
That too.
not looking good. This look like it might look like an early shrine.
It's looking. I really feeling like yeah, magic could just be in Woodfall Temple. But no, we don't have Sonata.
Yeah. At this point, we're ball next by Goron or Captain's Hat.
I think worst case scenario, bombs. Bombs have been very trolly this week.
Yeah, bombs right now are hard locking north. Also could be the well, that's a logical.
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, we don't. Okay.
All
Yep,
the way
so
at the back of Woodfall.
That puts our bow in logic, and it was a bow locked bow. Great.
Lovely. And that doesn't give us much still. Like, we're still low on checks here. We haven't seen we haven't seen minigames yet. We also finally seen our first dip into coast. So there's not much else left. We can't do anything more in south, so progressions are show up soon. And yeah, as I figured here, Spec's gonna go Blue Gold Night Mask. Oh, he needs to do it now actually. He's at 345. He needs to do this right now, otherwise he's not gonna be able to get both checks. He has like 30 seconds until he can't do both.
Yeah.
Conan is very close.
He's inverted.
Yeah, Emer at least, so yeah, he's just gonna get this in the nick of time. Pick the wrong one.
Just didn't get there, yeah.
Was on story 1 here.
Just gotta remember to mash A on this story and then mash B on the other story.
Nothing on story 1.
Alright, and then control stick down. And we have
More money.
just rupee. Just money. Our wallet is overflowing the seed. Alright. Well, what does making a huge superfish bring us today? I bet your I bet my fish could beat up your fish.
Yeah, this has been in logic for quite a long time actually. Just
Oh,
money.
right. Honey darling. Oh yeah. So now that we know Bows and Logic, we're maybe gonna see Honey Darling. Oh, and remembering, wait, there's too many targets here. Let's just do Deku strats right here
Yeah.
and reduce the amount of that. So
Yeah. For those
there's a nice.
unaware, go on ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's a nice strat. Go ahead, Dat.
Yeah. So for those unaware, normally this has two variants to the final day. If you try to play as this deck here, there'll only be like about 5 or 6 targets because you expect to do this minigame with bubbles. But if you enter as Deku and then take it off and just do this as human, you still only keep about the small amount of targets instead of having to do all like 20 targets as human. Although I
Right.
believe it's considered different if you have to do all 3 days.
And using that nice Deku strat on Honey and Darling, we get a nice captain's hat for our Way of the Hero graveyard.
Yeah, that's definitely the way forward. Spec's probably going to do Talent right here next and probably just reset the cycle.
Yeah. And funny that the seed put that. I mean, unless there's just bombs chilling somewhere, which I doubt it. You're required to get that graveyard that hat on day 3 when you need to go to graveyard on day 1 and 2.
Yeah. It's very
The
likely
next
required
cycle.
now because we did already get storms. If it's healing, I'm going to have some questions.
Yes, some big questions. It's like we already know. We already know,
Especially,
Seedbot, that Pamela's junked. You don't need to give us these songs anymore. We already have a bottle. We don't need Song of Storms.
it's more of a pickle too, because if we don't need to do the bean chest as the seed and allergies just vanilla, it's still like kind of odds it could still be healing just to do other checks.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. But yes, this is the new item order at work before our eyes this Saturday. Yeah, Captain Hat being Sonata, it does seem the most likely route, especially. Oh, and well, wow, Spec is a rich racer today with another wallet.
Wallet we never gonna need, but it's just convenient.
Yes, yeah, I guess if you don't get, yeah, if you don't get that one in Tournament of Field somehow, you have this one.
Yeah, that means that with this layout, then the wallet we found in on the Piat ground cannot be waited here anymore. We have 2 internal wallets, so the build
Yeah,
waited here at this point is without any doubt it has to be that bottle. So we have a
ha-
way to heal a bottle, which is silly.
yeah. Yeah, on the odd chance. I mean, we still haven't peaked those other purchases. It'd be interesting if those come into play. But yeah, like you said with the Wath, the Way of the Hero, it's very most likely that bottle. But Spec will be grabbing this Moon's Tier in a second here, and then Warrink will be probably do some strats. Yep, perfect. Gonna go grab that Moon's Tier. Wow, Deku. And now both racers are getting the elements that we need for that day 3 chest.
Yeah,
Uh,
and a ton of sides. Because
yes,
Rock still got that moves here from day 2.
oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so they that's right. They haven't cycled yet, so they
Yeah,
have that
Wong
still.
is still on his first cycle. Yeah, he's been in bud for most of the first half. He's only unburied about halfway through. So yeah, this is a long cycle for him.
It can
Just
be a.
sorry, go on ahead.
I was just gonna say it could be like a Link cosplay. I feel like Link would take his first cycle pretty cautiously.
Yeah, this weirdly enough, Wong doing Deku out of logic might work out in his favor if he doesn't go back. If he only goes back to the tablet, he could just strap this
Yeah,
up to skip storms.
yeah.
A day 3 chest. What is this?
It's a mirror shield. Oh my word.
That is the
Uh,
worst bait item you could have gotten. It doesn't give you anything.
Yeah, that is a appropriate shield spam, Warink. Absolutely. What is a mirror shield? Why? How? Where? When is that? What? In what world do we have a mirror shield there? Okay. With a foolish Akana Castle.
Yeah, and we have liars already, so we're never gonna need it. just a pure vanity item.
Yeah, I had some arguments about, Romani's mask being a vanity item, but no, absolutely the mirror shield is. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. This game, it looks pretty cool. Ocarina of Time, it can look cool with the different colors too. But no, just appearances today. I guess. Nope. With we don't need Stone Tower Temple either, so no using it in checks there. It's absolutely foolish. Which is nice with Blitz. You can deduct that right away, but.
Still something you don't want to see. Wastes your time.
Absolutely. Here I was hyping up this chest, and Seedbot gives us that. I mean, I guess it was pretty epic, but just not for the right reasons.
Anywho.
Yeah. South Clock Town. Wow. Had a heart container. Looked gilded. Nope. Gilded chest on the tower. Nope. Mirror shield. Great.
Fake Clock Town today, that's for sure.
Yeah, friendship ended with South Clock Town. A new friendship with North for Bino Trino.
At this point, we definitely need to go graveyard. We don't have literally anything else left we can do. We've seen what everything has to offer before that gets had. Like, our runners need to reset the cycle at some point and just go graveyard.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the bombs aren't going to show up anytime soon.
Yeah, and this would suck so bad if this is somehow a graveyard double dip seed.
It really would. Ooh, that's an interesting ledge grab there. Oh, please don't shoot the happy couple.
That hurts. That actually gives you extra time for some reason if you shoot them.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's just the text box like comes in and the timer kind of pauses.
No, it actually just flat out gives you extra time.
It adds time to the timer.
Yeah, I
No
don't
way.
get why.
I wonder
It's a thing.
Does that do work with bomb choose too?
Yes, it does, I believe.
Today I learned. All right, well, Spec's gonna also pick that up, and I'm excited to see the reaction and see them just cycle and go right to the graveyard. Yeah, no, that Deku Playground hint is doing work today.
Don't need to worry about that at all. No clock down at this point, it's just completely done already.
Absolutely. Very nice. Here you go, Spec. Do with it what you will. Okay, just soaring away. Or cycling away. Good.
Yeah, instant reset. So the Graveyard Walk could give you a few things. If it's not the Song Lair, or possibly Healing will be the worst case. Could be Sora, could be Goron from North Access, or you could just be Strap Sonara, just go do Woodfall. Could see it being Hookshot as well. I mean, once let's go to the one check outside Shrine. That would just be trolly.
Yeah, it absolutely would be.
Spec's throwing out some money here. He's throwing 100. I think this is probably preparation for Smithy to get Snow Faster soon.
Oh yeah, that could be. Let's see, going to night 1.
Rose Sisters. He hasn't done them yet. He's gonna get his gift mask.
Nice West Clock Town routing. It'll be interesting to see what Graveyard yields for us today.
Yeah, this can go in many directions. Give you a number of masters if he wants to really troll.
Trying to think of what like ambiguous items could even be in there, but without other ways, I mean, really, we're limited to day one bats and day one song.
Back to ranch, mask of truth, masks, such
Oh
examples.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can get really bad.
Yeah, I had that experience with the Mr. Seed just the other day. I had a scene which, like, I had a way to hear Mask of Truth, I think, into a way to hear a ranch. The only racetrack was Brewmass, but it was past 8 on Mint on the final night. So I had to go back to day 3 after the cycle reset just for my first unknowing bomb bag.
Oh joy.
It was not fun. I think that was the same seed as well I did, because I did share in the seed scrap. I did post about it. I think that was also the seed I did, that required doing Dampy digging blind with no hint for it, and it had Deku Mask.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It was awful.
This sounds so great.
I swear I keep rolling some of the worst seeds ever. You give me all these absolute chaos seeds and you don't give me a panda seed? I'm insulted.
Absolutely. Wonder how often Dompe is like hinted when it's nothing in like S3 or Mystery, I feel like. And I mean, I guess my mystery seeds were required Dompe, but they were hinted at least. I would almost forget that day 3 Dompe was a check at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna get his lights.
Here's the good part of the LT, the letter to cafe. So there we are, all stocked up for a shrine once we get magic and a hook. I guess Curiosity Man sends you to a lower Arcana anyway, so this isn't much different than vanilla.
Yeah.
Just giving you, the light arrows, this magical elemental thing, in place of a cool mask. Well, what he gives you mask, doesn't he? He gives you the Keat mask. That's right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright, yeah. Specs making his way now to the graveyard. No options. 2 checks here. You have the Storms check and they mats, but that's what you can do without explosives. Don't need to worry about Dampy digging the CI, because in Blizz settings, digging is junk.
Yes, yeah, that's that's probably another reason why I would forget that it was a check in any other setting.
Yeah, if you're too used to these settings. Honestly, like, I'm too used to the time management in this game. I don't think I can ever drop off the time management to go into Blizz.
Yeah, there's a few things, but it's definitely a limited pool. Yep, okay, we're remembering to stick this seed since we don't have fire arrows yet or magic, so definitely need that stick for graveyard. For Way the Hero graveyard at that. Like, not only is this... Okay, we get to check this wallet, check. Piece of heart, nothing here.
Yeah, we cleared out most of the turn field already. Just for more confirms, we have a Way the Hero bottle. Which in Blizz, like, I feel like it's less common, but that's surprising to see, like, especially because we don't have eggs. Alright, Rock is going back to Deku Palace. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a waste of time for him. He's just gonna get a Foolish Thunderstorms. Or rather, just not needed, just convenient.
Yeah, no lens, hook, Goron, so we're not stopping along the way. Just gonna grab this hint, and... Yep, another repeat for Deku Playground.
Yeah, we need that already. Yeah, you drop with the bubbles. Personally, I consider these the worst bubbles in the entire game. The plating is so bad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. If you have bombs, thankfully they kind of run into them, but yeah. Well, we'll just relieve these skeletons of their guard duty and make our way in.
I'm surprised he's going straight in and not opting to peek Captain here, because even with the Grey Walk, you should probably peek here anyways, just to make sure. I've done a few seeds, I forgot to peek here, and it cost me severely.
Yeah, without bombs, it makes that trip just a little bit more than it, so I can understand just focusing on this is what I can do right now, but it is nice to have that information, absolutely.
JFS here, this iron was not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it's a okay, 3 jump slashes and then yep, just duck and cover and bow.
Yes, the perfect kill.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the dragonflies get oh there's New Wave that does so much for us right now.
Yep.
Okay,
does.
so day 1 bats, what do you have? You have to be our progression.
Yeah, it has to be. There's nothing else we can do. That's a hard progression. There's nothing else we really can't do. Like,
If this is Zora, this has to be a transformation mask at this point.
Who knows?
Or-
It could be trolley. Could be a logical bomb bag.
Bomb bag would be. I mean, at least we have 2 checks we can do in graveyard with it. Yep. Okay. Of course, it's big. It's got to be at this point.
And Goron.
All right, there it is, Goron. So we can use our lullaby. We have north access now without the bomb bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, that opens up quite a bit. Not to mention just those 2 checks in Clothtown and Road to Akana.
Yeah. Yeah, we can use Lullaby now, but we still don't have logical access to Snowhead. We are still missing magic.
Absolutely.
If the sequel's cool, that Roar Mask will be on the mountain scrub punches.
Yeah. Shout out to our scrub relocators.
Yeah, I agree with chat. This might look like a sea we might not even need bombs. It's given us a lot already, and just no way in order to do this bomb checks, not to mention, like, they're gonna come so late anyways.
We're getting the same troll. You hate to see it. Literally the same spot too. The bug and the dragon and the scrub just unite forces.
Yeah, this has been giving a lot of me trouble lately as well.
Yeah, I had a final hour's rush to hit this owl and was just like a second late because of these guys. Well, not these guys in particular, but here. But yep, that's exactly what we're doing. We have nothing else to do, so we're gonna hit north on spec side and oh, we get a song. That's nice.
Not only that, we did get a Goron Village Way the Hero on that gossip, so looks like it might be the song there.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
Way the Hero is secured. We're just missing one other hint. And we'll be done with hints. You did
You know
quite a
it-
bit up here. You got
Yeah.
Soy Grotto, you got the rest of Goron Village, but that's just about it. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
the Goron Village Warp is very likely just magic to go do Snowhead Temple Way the Hero.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what if that wall is required for whatever that's gonna be. But yeah, we still need bombs for Zoe Grotto, so we'll just go and GG next it.
You know, this could be Trolley. We might have to go back to the Swamp Deed.
That would be
That would
Yeah.
be horrid.
oh well, at least I think the item is a red rupee if I scope that right.
Yeah, that was a red ruby, but the direct trade in, that's a different story.
Yeah, can't peek those.
Alright, baby, what do you have?
Of course,
No,
elegy.
no, you don't want to see that. The bean chest, and we have
So far.
lights. That's so bad. That is so bad. You hate to see it.
Incredible. Put it back. Just, I'm sorry if this is actually progression on Stone Tower. That's very unlikely, by the way, but I did mention it earlier.
Well, now
Obviously, it can't
LG.
be in, but yes. Go ahead, sorry, Dan.
Yeah, no. I was saying, because now we got that elegy there, we know Castle now has to have healing, and that's foolish, so we don't need to worry about healing checks.
That is nice. That is nice that we don't, if Lens pops up, we just have to worry about Shiro and not Darunia. Or Darmani. There we go. Wrong game.
Yeah. Yeah, chat points out, the Mountain Scrub had couples mask for 200 rupees, so that could be something as well. And that's a big
All
chest in the Lens Rock.
yeah. We need an out of logic cake for that. I'm just kidding. Don't. um yeah, with that I mean, 200 rupees is a pretty good price for a wedding. You
Fortunately,
know? Go ahead.
sorry. Unfortunately, Spec doesn't have the money to get that couples mask right now, so he's gonna have to come back.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have gotten that out of the way, but how do you think Darunia feels being mixed up with Darmani? If they both dance, I mean, we don't know if actually wait, if Darmani, vibes to backwards Lost Woods theme, Saria song, maybe it's hard to tell at this point if they equal each other out or um or if it's just they hate each other. So I could see it both ways since Song of Healing's just Lost Woods backwards.
Yeah.
Damani's got no moves whatsoever. He's got no feet. He's a ghost. But at the same time, he doesn't have to worry about his feet. It could be all in the arm movement. With that said, we're getting our first look at Treasure Chest game. Ooh, almost a nice clip.
Actually clip back outbound, inbounds. Spec's getting trolled. He's trapped. Yeah, this is a dead end. He has to go for the clip. He's trying to do this clip. I don't recommend this clip. Doing full clips is a pain, but he gets it.
And there it is. It's just what's in your tool set, and that's a bombast. There's our logical. Right, I love this game too.
Ready to go back to Graveyard?
Yeah, or Zoe Grotto, or that chest and lens. I mean, at least that chest and lens routes well with the wallet and the couple's mask. But gee, that's a good point too. Is when you get Goron, doing these two checks that Spec is about to do is nice. The punch rock and the treasure chest game.
And now we're in the pickle, because now we're gonna have to start backtracking just to find progression in two-way hero locations, possibly no less. Okay, he's not even bothering the graveyard. He doesn't care. He's going back. This is probably Cobble's mask.
It could be. And welcome in Zelda Speedruns 2. We are playing some Majora's Mask Randomizer. It's our weekly. It's our Blitz. So we're watching Spec and Warrink in the restream side. We have a Graveyard Waft that led to Goron. That's leading us down the path that we have right now. A Way to Hero Bottle that got us Deku. Got us some songs that weren't so useful, but we're starting to get some more items that we can actually finish the seed with.
Alright, Spec, where are you going? He's going back to a observatory. This is probably the sewage chest. I guess it was something?
I think so, yeah. I kind of got a glimpse at it when they peeked it.
Yeah, this is sewage chest. This must be something. Spec, you can't use this brass mask to score on.
That D-pad can be trolly.
Yeah, it can be.
All right. Well, there's your twin mold logic giant's mask. We don't need that to seed at all.
Yeah, that
At
is junk.
like, not even an inkling.
Yeah, that is just completely a junk Giant's Mask. It can't even be a star at this point. We have no
Yeah.
reason to kill Twin mode.
For context, for anyone just coming in, these are blitz settings. So you start with a remain, and the remain that that temple belongs to is just completely junked in blitz settings. So, yeah, that mask is has one use and now zero uses at like 0.00 of the seed.
Yes, we do need Hook to see because we need it to complete Great Bay Temple.
Yep, we need to access the Great Bay Temple. Potentially there could be something in Shrine, but we've gotten a lot of Akana bait anyway. So,
Alright. Specs going back to Graveyard again. This time for real, it looks like. So we're gonna see the extra bomb checks here. I just hope he doesn't forget about the couples mask, because with this round right now, he may miss it. The turning point, since the mayor's office closes at 8.
yeah, I still have a lot of day 2 to do that.
He's gonna have to set the night 2 though to do day 2.
Oh,
right?
I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Warwick's gonna pick up their Goron mask and retrace some steps here, and we'll see what they do first. Because if they get a bomb back, they can or their blast mask rather, they can save some time here. Nice Goron peek. Oh, but that piece of wood is blocking us.
I did see it. It's just a junk chest. Care is not required.
Okay, so our
Oh.
so our Goron to blast mask to this grotto here is a lens.
Okay.
Thanks, I guess.
That's concerning.
Just stop. Get some help, please. Just stop it. Oh, and I guess we already have day 1 grave open, so we can just bomb jump.
Yeah.
We're gonna see some recoil. All
Nah,
right,
this is gonna be some normal jumping here.
normal
Of course, he messes
from day
up.
1.
Yeah, you can do this from day 1.
I know you could do day 2, but I didn't know you could do it from day 1.
Yeah, you can do it either way with bomb jumps, but
Well, yeah.
without bomb jumps, it's one way, unfortunately, from day 2.
So yeah, unless we get this recoil, like you can't just jump on the pillar.
Nah, it's too far away from this angle. You have to bomb jump this.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds right.
Spec is... Okay, he gets it this time. Oh,
Just about.
almost. Too far to the left there.
It would be really nice for this to pay off. Hey, there we go.
Alright, you guys it.
And with Goron, we can just GG easy over this ledge, or this little maze, quote unquote here.
Yeah, and you can just soar out after this. Although he's gotta be a little careful here. He's in kill range from the Iron Knuckle.
If you get hook off of this, do you? Yeah, I mean you can just backwards it. Just navigate out backwards. Okay, we are doing blast mask first, but just had a little bit of trouble with TCG.
Okay, he's playing it safe here. That's fine.
Yeah, still need magic for that lens to be useful for Shiro. Nothing on the day 2 chest. Yep, we're just gonna soar out. Have a few things to retrace, which is fun, quote unquote. So at least for us on the watcher side.
Spec is returned to Swamp. What is this for?
Oh, maybe we didn't do this grotto?
Now, I'm pretty sure he did this.
Okay. I looked away when they're over here.
Unless they did and I didn't catch it. Yeah, this is a grotto. He must have not checked this.
Those dragonflies took up too much of our time. Oh, okay. We did already do it, just, yeah.
Just brain for it. It happens.
It's, you know, it's for safety. It's, and you're in a position like this. It's nice to get just. I mean, that didn't take too much time to double check.
Back to Woodfall.
Yeah, that's true. That swamp deed is still there.
Curious why he's coming back here. He's doing Woodfall backwards. He's already on the story tablet, so...
You know, maybe it is retracing for the swamp title deed. But...
Oh, that's probably it. Maybe he forgot to write... He forgot where it was. It's on B, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the thing that I can think of, like the most, my assumption. Most likely assumption.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, no, definitely, and TCG claiming another one. This was me the other day, too.
Yeah. Bet it can't be this chest. Quest items can only be in small chests.
Alright, we're going back to Mountain Village. And it looks like, yeah, we have 200 rupees in our pocket, so we can just go and grab that couple's mask.
And you can check it right away. He's at 11 AM, so this is perfect. Alright, what's in Selly Grotto? It's another one. Another big gilded.
Yeah, we didn't get to do this earlier, so it's gonna be
Hook
the
shot.
hook, of course. A hook in Zoe Grotto is iconic, honestly. I love it.
Well, as nice as that is, that's a pickle, because now we have access to the one check in Lower Corner, and that could be all magic. If that's actually it, this state is just gonna be garbage at the end of the day. If that's our bottleneck.
New item generation at work here, folks. Live on a Saturday morning, Sunday evening, or Sunday morning, whatever.
Gets the couple's mask, and it's probably gonna return to the lens rock, so we can see what that is. That was a big gilded.
Yeah, at least there's a couple things here that you can do. If it's not couple's mask, you didn't have to go back just for that. You know, you got to get your hook off Zoe Grotto and see what this chest that we peeked earlier was.
Yeah. Well, having not a good time with chess game. Yep, it's one of those days. No one likes chess games at all. They're bad in both games. Oh, Spec messed up. The blast mask. You're gonna have to wait 15 seconds.
Okay, after today, I will be learning the backflip strat, or the other strats, I guess. This has come up a couple times this month, but this is looking likely. Oh my goodness. Let's do it. This minigame is over with. We have our explosive. Warwick's gonna go get their hook, and what was in shoot, what was on Spec's side on the explosive?
I didn't see.
Dang it, I just was so enraptured. But let's go.
Yeah, you get through.
If you have a cheer emote, put that in chat for Warring.
Yep, way to hear elegy, as chat points out, is very concerning. This is a C, you really don't want to see Ice Stars pretty early now. You probably want to see Ice Stars as your last item. Oh, Spec actually didn't put couple's mask on. He's going to have to watch this cutscene of them arguing.
This literally happened to me the other day. Oh my gosh.
Let's not bring my wife into this.
Just don't. Please don't. Yeah, we don't have Bomber's book, but you can read some extra dialogue if you really want to. Yes, getting our twin mode logic. Oh goodness.
Oh.
And Zora mask on the couples off of the purchase in Goron Valley. Goron Village. That purchase, that wallet was required. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we had 2 Eternal wallets, so you need either of those wallets from either the Tournament Field Pillar Grotto or from Town Archery.
Wow. Yeah. Now we just need fire arrows, ice arrows, and then we're just grabbing Sonata off of some song check.
Yeah,
Just
we're
keg or
about
mirror.
yeah, we're about 4 items from Goma. We have 2 uncontested weighted
Oh,
heroes right now, so and one is sort of cape, so expect to go in there immediately.
I suppose with the foolish. Yeah, never mind.
Now the question is, do you do Beavers? No, Beavers are jumping in these settings. I mean, stupid. No, don't need to worry about Beavers.
Yeah, yeah, that's a nice thing. We get to save on that time loss too.
Okay, it's not the first chest here. Second chest doesn't look anything either.
I guess you're just looking for your magic to go to Way of the Hero Snowhead.
Yeah. The only pickle it could be is it's like if that way here is locking fires in some way. Fires in Stone Tower being chest, anybody?
Oh. The ice arrows on the lake.
As soon as I had to say it.
Warwick will be doing some of the same exploration here. Just stands the Zora mask. And the hook.
And we're gonna clear out the best cave here. You got the grotto, you got the underworld chest, and then you can just strap go into. Oh no. We do have a way to hear a potential Nova from Graveyard. Our magic could be in Great Bay Temple. That'd be garbage. Our first magic could be on something like what?
Yeah, that could very well be just the ice arrows here and then magic there. Fire arrows in the grotto.
Okay, so as
We'll be
chat
seeing
points
that.
out, Snow Temple Warrior now has to be a song item. It has to be Powder Keg. We're on the hunt for magic for Go mode.
What a seed.
There's not much else left where magic can be, and now magic's Go mode. Shaker's Shrine is just dead by default. This is now the pickle, right? What do you go for first? Do you go to GBG or do you go to Pirate's Fortress? With a full
Yeah.
sewers and less.
And we know that we don't have to do sewers, so it makes for less density, but it's kind of nice that that you don't have to worry about those 4 checks.
It also does confirm that the elegy we got from Gormage is also just junk, it's foolish. Since we logically magic to get Stone Tower Bean chest, so they're not in play anymore.
Yeah. Oh, first look at Biobata. Now that we have Zora to go and grab it. If magic's on this.
Well, there it is.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that's GG. Specs and Go mode.
Yep,
Yep. Rush
Yeah.
Snowhead now. Go find your keg. If actually, Specs should probably reset here right now. Because he's on night 1 at the moment. He's gonna need the keg anyways. You should probably reset cycle here. Yeah, now you could just go mode Great Bay Temple.
Wow.
This is what this Blitz does, everybody. These early go modes do happen after about 90 minutes. Yeah, he's not even checking past Snowhead. He knows. He's going straight for Snowhead.
Yeah, absolutely.
This C can still troll in some ways. Like, we could, like, find Picture Box to do Tingle Photo.
Yeah, just have like a massive like trade sequence before we actually get our keg.
And yeah, Yeah, chat points out Sonata at this point has to be on Romani's game, so we'll first probably that's the second to last dungeon. So we didn't need to do any dungeons at all this seed. Well, aside from the other two, no, we have to do Snowhead. It's silly.
Yeah, but no, you're right though. I mean, this is an hour 30 minutes in Blitz, and basically, and we're like just entering our first dungeon. Everything was overworld, and the things that you needed were overworld. And if you were to enter anywhere else, like it'd been really premature with the item set that we had. All right, Warwick seeing that couple's mask. We'll have to come back for that.
Yeah, doesn't have the money right now. No magic to farm with light arrows.
Relatable. And is it gonna be this? Yeah. Is it gonna just be this first chest here? Okay, just your bomb bag. I guess that'll make some things nicer.
Yeah, that's not WoF.
Not at all.
We had a blast mask, which has been hard required actually. This blast mask I think has been hard required.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, no, it isn't. No, there hasn't been any bomb locking checks. I think so. No, that's okay. That's going with a spec at 129 flat.
Yeah, thanks to our foolishes and our way the hero, we could figure out that the keg was going to be here. That mirror shield it was not going to be required, and we'll have our Sonata in the ranch. So, yeah, I guess rewinding time would have been nice here, and that way you just finish this temple and then head right into the ranch. But we could just cycle after beating the temple and use grandma stories to get back to day 3.
Yeah,
and then clear out GBT and Woodfall Temple.
Yeah. It'd be fast to clear out these dungeons anyways, because in Blizz settings, all keys are off, and we don't have to find any of the mini bosses that are boss keys, so don't need to worry about those. Just need to climb to the top here, go through the door, kill go, and you're out. Spec gets the jump slash jump, nice. Looked a little pretty tight there. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, chat points out nothing was hook locked. So in Fury, your hook could have been go mode.
Yeah, our arrows, one of the arrows could have very well been on the chest in Zora Cape, but no, it decided you need that blast mask, for that. So here we are with just a hook to get into your temple. Yeah, blast mask certainly isn't hard required.
Yeah, just don't even need it. Because Goron can just do the work. Like, the one thing that it does lock, which was the fire arrows, you could just get that with Goron instead. Spec, almost getting a perfect kill, but still clean. Better than getting ran over. And yeah, no Virus Daily. We're not finding at the seed. Unless one is one quick big chest feats on the way, if we see any.
That Great Fairy Sword will be doing work though, that'd be nice.
Yeah. The only brawlers that could be troublesome is George. As usual.
Oh yeah. And we have quite a few hearts, so at least we won't get one shot by George.
And there's the reset. Wonk is back in Deku Pass. This is probably for the Swamp Tile Deed on B-Man. But as we know, unfortunately, that's not going to give him anything. And he gets got. Yeah, this is not bad playing purely, especially like you got Gorm Bench Waiting Hero. There's a few things there. You know Couples Mass is there. You don't know about the Elegy yet. And he just hasn't gone back yet because he only had to recently draw out the money in order to get the Couples Mass, so it's not a bad idea. Just want to do 2 checks at once. But yeah, otherwise, what definitely probably make or broke the seed was the fact that instead of like thinking about doing Great Bay Temple or Pious, Spec just opted to go back to the rest of the tournament field. Just clear out your waiting heroes and it just gave you everything. Like, all wait here, yeah, 3 wait heroes had 2 hardcore items. Zorcade had Ice and Fire Arrows, Graveyard had New Way Boss and No Angora Mask, Tournament Field had a hard required bottle and possibly our only magic, but it could have been an alternative. Snow Temple had a cake. Goron Village had a required Couples Mask to get Sword Mask. So really overall, our forces actually didn't matter all the seed. Unless you went to PF. Otherwise, forces just played no part in the seed. Had no reason to go to Kana. You could just skip Sirius entirely. Sorahol was really not going to matter because you got Sword Mask so late in the logic.
Yeah. And GG's to in our weekly video, James, finishing with a time of 1:33:57.
GG. Very respectable time, Blizz.
Video James plays video games. And big shout outs to our runners here today. We have Spec and Warring on Restream. I've joined in the commentary booth with Dat Losset. And of course, our trackers today are Warren, and of course, our Restreamer is also tracking. Thank you so much, Angry Demon Noises, for making this happen. A great team makes for a great day for MMR Saturday morning. So I appreciate you all.
Yeah, it's very appreciated. Especially getting most restreams at MMR in general in these past few weeks. Since like we did have a down period during Christmas time and everything. So it's very nice for everyone to come together to get more of these restreams.
Nice holiday season. And we get to see Spec entering Great Bay Temple. After getting their Sonata for Woodfall Temple off the Romani's game. I didn't see the time to finish Romani's game, but what's that? The Temple Order?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised he's doing this now. It's best almost always if you can do GPG boss, because it lines up with Fire Hours perfectly, even with no bossy requirement. See,
oh yeah.
This option, he's gonna have to force Bio Knight a little bit later. I think he's doing that now, though.
Yeah.
Sure, you can invert at the end of the day, but that is still like spending like 10 seconds inverting if you needed to.
And especially with this, with this STT blitz is very, very short, as you don't have to go to it at all. Yeah, Woodfall.
What's trying to do Fox knows Magicless.
Oh yeah. They'll get a bomb bag and cake, I suppose. Since they do have that hook, they can take out the Wizard for the bomb bag, and then that cake is just right there in that chest. So if they go right side, you know that might look good. And also checking out some of the stuff. We didn't get to see what was on Road to Snowhead since we were in go mode already, or well, at least no mode. But Spec will be setting up our Gorm water wheel here. There we we go. Grind on the Sonic the Hedgehog style on that pipe, and then jump over to the green valve room.
Yeah, very nice, very clean.
Love to see it. Oh,
Yeah, I'm surprised like chat points out that Spot opted to do these outlogic frames pretty frequently. Because it isn't like other randoms who think that MMR really discourages going out logic a lot because it really can punish you.
yeah. In other games, it can be, it's kind of the meme to say it's a suggestion. Obviously, it still is very helpful to think about what your logic is and what time you get items. But yeah, with MMR, doing the Deku Palace is without a Deku, like it can be depending on the condition of Deku Palace can be just free time loss. So yes, and we are looking at our Majora's Mask Randomizer weekly. So every Saturday we do a weekly and vote on the settings in the Discord, and that's a great way to be in the know for a lot of these races. We have a mystery tournament that's in semifinals right now. And so we'll have a match later tonight that you can check out as well. And the weekly is just a fun community thing. It's been really nice to jump in on these and see Blitz showcase, mystery showcase at first. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. We also have other settings such as standard or even season 3. We also had advanced settings weekly a couple of weeks ago that we also showed off. That was pretty fun. But yeah, as Naki said, we have a couple of tournaments in the ongoing works and one coming up. We have a Blitz tournament starting after the current Mystic tournament. And as like Naki described, in about a few hours from now, there will be a mystery tournament match tonight with Pixel Shake versus Rebin in Game 2. And we don't know if it's going to be Game 3 or anything, but yeah, they're going to be facing off Game 2 tonight. And whoever wins that matchup will be facing me that lost it in the mystery grand finals some point later this week.
So one thing to note, our Garo mask was in Snowhead Temple. Not that we need either Gibdo or Garo this seed. And yes, that race will be happening in 7 hours from now, 8 o'clock Central.
And
Yeah, we'll just be.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
We are joined in chat as well by our first race winner, Video. GG's to you. For a very good time. But overall, this sequence is pretty straightforward, aside from the funny, like, being the hero and 2-star require bottle in tournament field. Very nice forward jump with spec. Unfortunately, he falls though. I find the second half not worth the time. Like, unless you're an actual expert on it, I just wait on the edge to forward wheel and take my mask off, and let it just fully rotate. It's a little slower, but it's more safety. So you have to wait now and freeze it. Little fun fact, actually, in the Japanese version of Majora's Mask, this wheel actually would not stop at a set point, and it will actually stop slowly, depending on when you shoot it. So you actually will have to time it in the Japanese version to line up in order to cross it. In international releases though, that is always set to line up perfectly.
Okay, that explains it. Ooh, looks like we get to see some bomb strats here. I need to re-up on these since I had to do it the other day. It would have been nice. Okay. Some Zork and stuff. Yep, there's Keg for War Rank. So they, with their song layout, they're just missing their ice arrows from because they need Zora from the couple's mask. Okay, so they're just a little bit, not too far off, but
yeah. The other things like they might miss for a little longer is magic, unless our return of magic is somewhere else, not magic locked, which is classic.
Yeah, if you do some tournament field cleanup, and maybe assume that that wall is for something, it definitely is an assumption though that the couples mask wouldn't be required if it's not way of the hero, but it's not foolish at the same time. So trying to gather that from the runner's perspective.
And I expect making his way to George now. At a reasonable time, no less. If anything goes wrong during these last few hours, he can just invert. He's at 11:30.
Yeah, the Woodfall Owl already touched. It'll be a pretty quick Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, no get go fire or anything. You just run straight to the end. It would take about an hour in game.
There we go. Shoot an arrow when he gets close, and then pray that you get this hit spot, or this damage rather.
Yeah. Because for whatever reason, like if you stun George as he dashes towards the platform, his AR like gets stuck for quite a long time before he tries to break free. And if you keep hitting him during that, he just can't break out all until the next phase begins. Oh no, Cappy's Mask wins Snowhead.
Oh, no, not the bait. Remember, it's magic locked.
As Captain ND13 would say, once we're in go mode, all the bait shows up.
Yeah, yep, that seems to be the truth. Even in our beta item placement. Maybe that's your other magic, but that's still a magic lock magic.
Speaking of magic, that's the other bean on the George Heart container.
Well, we're not using that one this seed.
Expecting some refills for the Woodfall. He's got plenty of time. He has about 4 minutes to Moon Crash. This will not be no problem. And yeah, Walk's opting to do Magicless Snow Temple, surprisingly. He's got required keg and everything, but he's still missing magic and ice arrows and the sword mask.
Yeah, with the placement of those ice arrows, just for finishing the seed, it can be unfortunate to think, okay, because I don't remember if they peaked. Let's see, the like had the ice arrows, so I can't remember if they peaked it with the bow or not. But they'll need to go, follow the couple's mask to get the Zora unknowingly, and then come back to Zora Cave. Yeah, nice thing in that room, you can use your hook to just grab those crates. Yeah, no magic, we can't get there. But you can just use hook to speed up that puzzle.
Yeah.
If you don't have fire arrows. Looking at our prime suspects for a hook shot. There we go. One little trip up here, but we have Goron, so we can or Deku, so we can fuel up here. That's good.
Yeah,
Okay, we're just getting the angle. Okay.
Yeah, he fell off, so he's gonna have to put this one angle.
Yeah, I was expecting the Goron Void, but this also works. Nice.
And yeah, like chat just said, gotta keep in mind that with a lot of players coming in for the Blizz tournament, we got a lot of new players, so there's no harm in them doing these outlook plays. We might see that a lot in the upcoming tournament, where how they play. So it'd be interesting to see some unique plays from newer players, see how they do. Or even some big brain plays or ridiculous plays, like they just allowed to gamble Goron race. I mean, they gamble a really long check, and it ends up being the Goem. We might see that a lot this tourney once it comes. Alright, Spec has reached Ottawa with just under 4 hours left. Plenty of time. No FD, he's gonna pull out the GFS strats. See if he can get it.
GG's the Exodus, finishing with a time of 1:47.16, second place.
There we go. That was a good auto kill. Not perfect, but still close enough. Guess his last remains. Oh, yeah, we should mention that too about the Blitz tournament. So if anyone would like to actually be interested in the upcoming Blitz tournament, that is due to start the mystery tournament, we have a sign-up sheet in the Majora's Mask Randomizer Discord, and sign-ups for it will be closing tomorrow. So if you still want a chance to join, now's your chance still. You got until about tomorrow in order to do it. Yeah, sign-ups tomorrow will be closing at noon Eastern time. So you got some time to do it if you wish to join our tournament. And yeah, it seems like we got a lot of players coming in for this time, so it's getting really exciting of a tournament to see what new and old faces are going to be coming in. I personally will not be enjoying the tournament, unfortunately. I wish to focus on other things in the upcoming months. But I will be more than glad to commentate all the upcoming races still.
I was gonna say, it'd be good to see you in the commentary booth. And yes, as is mentioned, new and old players. So you know, it wouldn't hurt to throw your hat into the pool and try out these settings. It's a really nice item set for that. So it'd be great to a really fun tournament to watch.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. There's a couple people I know that do play Blizz, and I'm wondering they're gonna be signing up. Be great. Alright, Spec going into the Majora now. Got the best of the equipment you can ask for, aside from double magic. This should not be an issue.
Yeah, with with no FD, like the least I can ask for is the is like Zora. Like that's just the one thing I really like for this fight. Be able to use those boomerangs, not try to snipe it with an arrow. We already get enough of that with Twin Mold.
Yeah. Or a remain shovel, because I had to do that once in one of my mystery tournaments to actually finish the game, because I had a remain shovel and I had to fight Majora with FD, bow, and no magic.
Oh goodness. No magic. That's right. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah, just bully Majora into a corner here. And use your Great Fairy Sword.
And it goes phase 1.
Yeah, and the nice thing is we did get, you know, if obviously we need Zora for this seed, but in a Majora fight, if you have Mirror Shield, you can use the Majora's Fire Array to stun them too.
Yeah. Oh, the only other ways to actually take them out is you have to hope Majora spins at you, especially in phase 2. Deku works well, Goron can also work. You also can snipe Majora's Mac with a bow or bombs while it's spinning at you, but it's a little tricky.
So just money on the Aroma 2 and Bar. But man, if that was gonna be magic, that would have been really incredible.
And that's it for Spec. That does it. Spec finishes with a time of 1 hour 52 minutes and 7 seconds in the Raceline TG channel, and will finish in 3rd place behind Exos and Video James.
Absolutely, and GG's to Spec. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with chat. I think Warwink as a new player has done just really pretty well with some aggressive out of logic plays, but just a lot of promise and a lot of cool routing decisions.
Yeah, very promising. And the fact he knows he's out of logic tricks is very interesting. Like, who knows? It might pay out for him, and like, could pay out for him in this one when he decides to join.
Yeah, we'll see another dip into graveyard. There we go. This is the bomb strat that I'm familiar with. I'll have to play around with the blast mask down here though. And a bow here makes for a nice clear of this little this lens puzzle here.
Yeah. Playing those safe with the path here. The second path can be a little tricky, just playing it safe.
Yeah, I've done this when I've just had bombs a couple times, and it's just okay. I have to just not run out of bombs because you can't save state it like you're not save state it. Save scum it. You're like choose like Ocarina of Time. All right, and it looks like Spec will be joining us for an interview here in a moment. With the weekly restream, we don't do a 15-minute time limit, so yeah, the time that Spec finished, it's good after you played Majoras for an hour or two to stand up, stretch at the end of the seed. So Spec will be coming in here shortly.
Indeed, and don't forget to drink and hydrate while you're at it.
Yeah, good reminder to chat as well. Good reminder to me. What makes for a good Majora's Mask randomizer refreshment? Also, welcome in Spec. GG.
What's up, Naki? GG. Thank you.
So, away the hero bottle.
You mean in Termina Field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bottle was hard required. There were no alternatives.
I don't think so. Wasn't the way of the hero magic in Biobaba Grotto?
Well,
we don't
that's a good
know.
point.
But we know the fact from the logic how this was laid out, that ball in terms of it was hard required because it locked your Deku Mask with the bean in Doggy Racetrack. And that Deku Mask locked your first actual progressive bow all the way in Woodfall because your out logic bow was from Tingle.
Oh, yeah, I lost track of the bow. That's right. Like you have the spoiler log to confirm that?
Not at the moment. We have other races still racing at the moment.
The bow that I got. Wait, I had my VOD up here. The bow that I got was from Tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from Oh wait, oh that's right, yeah, chat just pointed out, it was from the key mask from King Crest, and key mask was on the Clocktown map.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, so
That.
Tingle with extra steps.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Deku locked storms, so it couldn't have been the first logical water.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
because
that
Deku
is.
Mask, yep.
I I guess I lost track of that at one point because I was dead set that that Biobaba Grotto would be Go Mode Magic. Because the determine a fuel of the hero. Because I had it in mind that you needed the lone bean and a certain water source to get the Deku Mask and then do everything else. But I don't know. I just thought I had that bow at some point for no reason. And it was like, okay, one bottle on one tingle because it was gold dust, another bottle in turn of field, and then there was couldn't be storms, but yeah, the second bottle on tingle.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed. I really thought the bottle wasn't hard required.
Yeah, hey, you just locked out right into that magic. Like we never saw the other magic at all. It could just be magic locked. We haven't seen any dips at all into Fire Fortress at all, or the rest of Great Bay Temple. So we don't know where that second magic is. Also, as chat points out, what do you think about that dragonfly in Southland Swamp?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was doing the, coming from above. There's, I mean, if you take any extra time to do the lily pad jump, the dragonfly is bound to get you on worst luck scenario, and it kind of happened, I guess. Happens from time to time. I decided to. I was going to for the lily pad to void as Deku, but at one point it's just okay. I'll just death warp. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, there's so much money in that first part of the seed. I wonder if you accidentally took its rupees, and that's why it's after you.
Wait, what about the rupees?
There's so many rupees in the early game that maybe you accidentally took one of the dragonfly's rupees.
Yeah,
You were a
that
red
was-
tracer
yeah.
this seed.
This seed just gave you power and silver rupees everywhere, and Bank 2 3 are not even on any settings, so it was irrelevant, especially with that early wallet, which actually could have been way to here because it was required for couples masks, but both the wallets are accessible, so they have to be 1-star.
These seeds that I'm playing, especially Blitz or Advanced, I'm trying to do some out of the blue stuff. When I saw the big chest in Clocktown, I was okay. I'm gonna go south, and it kind of didn't have anything. Then I was but you got the wallet, I think. Yeah, at the beginning. And then I went for the Gorman race, and I didn't have the money because I never do this route. So I was like, okay, I have to do something. The stupidest idea ever. I'm just gonna rush Bank 1 200 rupees with in Swamp Archery, which I can't do. And it didn't have anything. It was interesting. I don't know, like Vidya finished the seed in an hour and a half, and you could skip a lot of stuff in the seed. I think I took the worst path possible for pretty much everything. Like clearing the game until going for Ikana Graveyard. I think I literally did everything, and not even in necessarily a good order. Just there was just nothing. I was prioritizing a few things. Maybe I would get the bomb bag. Actually, I was delaying the mini games, and Honey and Darling had the captain's ad, so that didn't help. And yeah, that ended up costing a lot of time, I think, versus someone who skipped. You could skip like, I don't know, 4 mini games, both Clocktown Archery and Gourmet Race. Could skip all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, both you and Walk on stream will definitely pretty much just last locate graveyards. And that you've just pretty much just last locating to that Aura Mask. So yeah, there was not really much around it. We were thinking like the progression was going to be the Moon's Tier for that big chest on South Clocktown. Nope. That mirror shield.
Yeah, I, I felt really silly when I got the wallet at the beginning of the game, and then there was Termina Field, Way of the Hero. Felt really silly when I realized, wow, I did not do Observatory and the Scrub, which I can do, both Way of the Hero, which so far only has a bottle. I didn't do any of that for a long time, and it felt really stupid. But it didn't have anything, so it didn't matter. At least. Took a long time to get there.
Yeah, it was kind of odd because we didn't see a Observatory for quite a while. I think we didn't see a Observatory for like probably about 3 minutes. It was quite put off by both of you runners. And what made this interesting was the fact that you opted to stay in Logic for quite some time. Guac actually opted to do multiple things out of Logic, including Deku Palace and Snowhead. And right now they're still looking for Zoro Mask, Ice Arrows, and Magic. And they're just about to get their Ice Arrows, or just at least see them in the peak. Because that was on the light flying in tape.
Can you do out of Logic? Just go to Snowhead Temple?
Yep, you can do that without Magic.
That's what they did, yeah.
Yeah, that is usually a very bad idea. I mean, I don't blame him for doing that, but it really sucks that you're just not gonna get Magic. I mean, you can I don't know, you get Keg before, but you're not gonna get Magic. So what? You know. I thought about the possibility of going Mount early, but it wouldn't have done anything either. So that was pretty much a very crucial point of the seed. I reset my timer by accident, so I didn't have any knowledge of anything. But I already took so long to get to Mountain, which was basically getting the Goron mask. I made a crucial mistake. I forgot to write down the Swamp Title Deed. It was the only temporary item, which I forgot the location. I didn't know. So as soon as and I saw Goron Village with the hero pretty much when I went to Mountain. So I tiptoed around going back to that location because I was like, okay, I need to remember where Swamp Title Deed is. There's freaking Elegy. I forgot that the temple was junked, and I thought I would need to do the stuff for the temple if I didn't find another item. So that made me sweat a lot. I remember, I mean, it would have been 3 checks in the stone tower. It would have wasted a lot of time. I was like, okay, I need to remember where this deed is. I don't want to get baited into Elegy. I need to remember where it is. Didn't remember where it was. I did a bunch of checks out of the way. Maybe I would have got the second place had I not tried to re-grab on 2 places where it wasn't and doing a bunch of checks that didn't have anything. But at the end of the day, I didn't remember where the deed was. I went there without it, and I got Zora Mask, which was pretty much go mode anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. We were confused when you went back to various locations in Swamp, rechecking things you already done, and we assumed that you probably just forgot the Swamp Deed, which can happen. You with notes, you just forget things, so it's understandable. And yeah, you definitely would have had to close the possible second place if that didn't happen.
I'm usually keen on writing the items down because, like, you got Letter to Cafe, Letter to Mama, Gold Dust, and Moonsteer relatively early. I was mapping everything, and then Swamp Title D I just forgot. Where was it?
I think it was B-Man.
It was Bean Man, yeah.
So
you were in the remember thinking Woodfall was not far off.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking around that. I thought it was from a grotto, but okay, yeah, it happens. I should, in retrospect, I should have 100% just beast moded. I would just go for the big chest in Lane's Cave and the couple's mask purchased. I should have brought more rupees before, but I didn't have Goron Village Way of the Hero. And yeah, I didn't care much, but it would have been better to go up there with 200 already. Would have saved some time. You know, it's such as life, it happens. And
Yeah.
I thought it went well when it comes to like execution and stuff. I I ended up messing up a little bit in Great Bay Temple, and I fell down in Woodfall Temple because I was like my controller, my L button locked up, and I was already fighting Dolphin that decided to lag in every single important place. But yeah, I think my time went up by a lot by just not getting to the right places at the right time. Ended up just items that I got at the beginning just didn't give me anything. Just almost last located Captain's Hat, and then from there just from that ordering and getting to the important items very late, it just added up so much of my time.
Yeah, it was that dip into, well, going north and not having that blast mask quite yet. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It probably could have been punished more in other seeds, but like with this, you had a lot of reasons to go back for, you know, Zoe Grotto and like you mentioned, the rupees for the knowing, you know, Goron Village was way the hero. Okay, I need to go back to that scrub, and get that couples mask. Still kind of trolly, but actually the hints in general of this seed were pretty. I feel like they were, except for maybe that graveyard, you know, bottleneck into graveyard, like, which at least you knew was important, was pretty balanced in terms of like where they landed in progression of the seed, if that makes sense. You know, from start to beginning, like, you know, Termina Field was way the hero, so there's something you need there. Okay, there's the bottle. Snowhead Temple, you know, has your cake. Like, there's a lot of deductions. Like, you never were without hints, which was nice.
Yeah, the hints disposition in the sea was pretty nice overall. There were dead checks like sound check, fire check. Deku Playground was also pretty huge. Woodfall, Dark Rune didn't matter really, and as well as, unfortunately, Pamela. And the Foolishes the seed didn't matter at all. Like, by the time you could get to your Foolishes, you're pretty much nearing Gomo anyways. You wouldn't have just been, as Spec was in, you was just looking for magic and just opted to go back to Turnfield to finish up. And so he got to completely skip a full Elite 8 Pirates Fortress and Great Bay Temple.
It was one of those seeds where, you know, you get a bunch of hits of stuff late in the game, and everything is so early that at one point, yeah, the Foolishes ended up not mattering, which was... You know, I was thinking about the Foolishes while I was playing, but you really ended up not using them, which was kind of funny. And yeah, at one point, at least on my point of view, at one point I was just, you know, 4 items away from go mode. I was counting everything. I think, yeah, when I got the extra item from Zora Cape, it was like, okay, we're beating this seed. Under the impression that Biobaba Grotto had the magic, but had I known it was the 2-star bottle, maybe not, but probably would have played the same anyway. Yeah, it was one of those where you have a bunch of, you know, hinted slots, and you kind of add them to what is remaining for beating the seed.
Yeah, you the way that you played, like I thought you were on the same page about the bottle being hard required. So yeah, I didn't see any difference there from what I could tell, but that makes, you know, that is a good point about the Foolishes, is, you know, it does, you know, you can use it as a spectator to know, okay, I don't need a castle, I don't need this mirror shield, okay, I have Zora, I'm not gonna bother, you know, going to sewer or hall. So there's like a little bit of that, like, refinement, but at the same time, you know, just the way the wafts are, the wafts almost stand on their own pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it was enjoyable to play with these Way of the Heroes and chasing stuff from there. It was nice.
Nice. That's Zora Mask for Warink.
Yeah, Warink just picked up the Zora Mask. They know where the Ice Arrows are. They're just looking for magic at this point. We have not seen any Eternal Magic, so we don't know if the one in Turnfield is the only hard required one. And they're rushing Pirates Fortress.
I'm really thinking in retrospect here. I think ignorance was a bliss, because I would have probably be deep into Pirate Fortress if I didn't think Biobaba had exactly magic out of a mistake.
Yeah, you absolutely dodged a huge bullet there. completely avoiding the rest of West at all, which saved you easy a couple of minutes.
But to be honest, I think, I would have cleaned the location, but I don't think it would have been the worst thing ever because, well, you are not gonna go sewers, and after that, without magic, you don't have anything to do. You can't even go. You can't even go Great Bay Temple. I mean, you can try. There are few, there are some no magic checks there. I maybe could have cleared half the temple, but aside of that, you don't really go to like you're not gonna go beneath the well, secret shrine, or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Or any other temple. So eventually it would have been, I'm in a field, maybe double way of the hero for a magic, which is very realistic, etc. Well, I wonder how like Exodus and Nvidia routed that Biobaba Grotto, because like how do you not isolate that? You have to go for it individually, I think.
Yeah.
Unless they just god moded into that captain's hat on, like, I don't know, first. I don't know, just doing something, then spamming to day 3, and then doing and Darling right away, and you just not even get to Great Bay Coast until much later. Maybe they done that, but I think it's not realistic. At least not on the way I personally play.
Oh yeah, thinking about Cake Bean and Snowhead, yeah, a reset is like really valid in that moment.
Yeah, it was the only thing that could be there at that point. You easily could have narrowed it down, since it could not be anything else by the time you would access the temple. But yeah, we were starting to think like it was possibly like maybe an early shrine or something like that, but nope. With how the sequence laid out, you pretty much were gonna get magic super late. It would not matter.
Yeah, I think it's get, use your Deku, get, bow, bottle, well, not in that order, of course, but get everything you need for Goron, and then hit that, and then and grab your couples mask with that wallet. A lot of overworld, I mean, it was about all overworld.
Yeah,
except for Snowhead.
Yeah, everything was overload except for the temple, which was obvious. Didn't need to die Great Bay Temple or Woodfall. There was not really, I don't see there was really any way for you to get bait into the other dungeons at all. Because Keg locked his Snotter and yeah, it was free to down the magic. You could have been baited to GVG, but that's it.
Yeah, Sonata being where it was really made it linear.
Yeah, it made it very linear after the early game.
That was the big difference, because yeah, Deku's gonna be your first transformation mask, like, overall. So you're not even tempted, since you don't have the song to, dip into there.
Looking at Warring's screen here, why didn't he? Ice Arrow was in like Zora Cape. Why didn't he get that?
Didn't have Zora yet.
They have Sora, but they're looking for magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, when they
have
use
Zora.
Yeah, they saw the Ice Arrows earlier. They're just looking for magic in Pirate's Fortress, which this is our first time actually seeing PF in any capacity.
That's an interesting order of things then. Sorry, but where was Blast Mask again?
Blast was on trading, treasure chest game.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that happening because, for example, if you get Blast Mask before going north, you're gonna get that hook shot sooner. So you clean up Goron Village, you find nothing. Maybe I can see the runner going Zora Cape first.
And there's your second magic.
It's on the PF guard chest. Wonk is in go mode.
Oh.
Incredible. I love it.
So that confirms it.
I guess it wasn't that bad.
that confirms it that Tournament Weighted Hero was for the bottle.
Yeah, and you could get that hook shot, so that's in logic. But I was really disappointed when it wasn't on Aroma 2 and Bar, because that means you could have beat the game with an out of logic magic, because you get the Cappy Mask in Snowhead, I'm pretty sure. And I think that would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Cappy's Mask was
I-
in the snowball chest on the left side.
I was
I
really
am
hoping
really-
for that.
I am really glad that the only unnecessary item that I got from Snowhead Temple was a bomb bag, which strictly speeds up things, and I got nothing else out of the besides powder keg. You know, just one of these days where right side route is the best route. Just telling the truth out there.
Right side is looking good this seed, yeah. Yeah, he knows where ice arrows are.
Yeah, he saw these back on his previous cycle. He's picking them up now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense if you saw it. Yeah, you would have always had the bow going here. Yeah, it's pretty good too.
Alright, that puts Wonking Gomo at 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Love to see it. Yep, and no Oath Hunt, since we know obviously Cass is foolish, and in Blitz in general you get Oath on your first temple completion on Boss Blue Lord. So
Yeah, that's...
I'm really.
Sorry, go on ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on ahead, Spec.
I was gonna say about getting the hook shot and prioritizing Zora Cape over the Goron Village way of the hero. I think Goron cleaning the Goron Village stuff first is better because it's kind of the lowest common denominator, especially because it can have Zora, so you can go to Zora Cape with Zora Mask, and that's what happened. But I don't blame him for doing Zora Cape first because you can literally full clear the region right away. You see the item in Biobaba, there's no beavers, and even the underwater chest, I think it can be peaked even if you do the weird human swim. So it's actually fine in this scenario. Without the bow, I mean, I know it's impossible, but without the bow, going for the Agoron Village style way of the hero first would have been absolutely more correct. But with the bow to kill Biobaba, the order that Warink did it's not so bad.
and GG's to Alexander HD, finishing with a time of 2:20 and 12 seconds.
Yep, finishes in 4th place. We have 7 contestants in our race today, so half of our runners are done.
Doing cape for the mayor time of day is valid, especially if you're on day 3 morning. I went to Lens Cave when it was day 2. Would have been perfect if I had the 200 rupees there because you buy the couple's mask, you get inside Lens Cave, and then bam, just double time right away. Soar, you get your Zora mask, beat the seed. Would have been really sick.
Remind me, where was that Goron Village in?
It was on path to Mountain Village. That's the only one we saw. The second one was never seen.
Got it. Okay, so it's probably, I mean, at this point, it must be like a Konar Spring.
The only hint I ended up skipping was the one sort of near the entrance to Ikana. Even when I went there, I just decided to skip the hint for... I think I was farming the bushes. I don't know. For some reason, I just skipped it. The rest, I just kind of had everything.
Yeah, we saw just about all hints except one. There was a sometimes hint we never saw. Because we had Pamela, Winterfell Temple, Dark Room, Sound Check, Fire Check, and Playground. That's all we had. We were missing the 6th hint that we never saw.
Also, another kind of disappointing thing about the seed, I wonder how when people went to ranch, because after I cleaned up the, you know, kind of the main Termina field hints, or most of them, I was like, I have one way of the hero, Zora Cape. I was like, okay, this sucks. So I think I'm gonna force ranch earlier than later. And it didn't feel good. I mean, okay, Deku Mask was there. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I take back what I said. But when I went there, it kind of felt stupid, because just kind of just went there for hints and just walk on foot and yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think it was fine to go, like, even if you think it was stupid. Like, at that point, you were still missing so many hints and waiting heroes. Ignoring ranch is usually never a bad play in Blizz, because of all the 5 waiting heroes. Most of them just end up in ranch most of the time.
My general attitude towards these 5 way of the hero settings is that I think the most important part is to get the 5 way of the heroes. So if you have to force ranch early because of that, I think it's very, very good. Wanted to open that chest in this this room, but I just kind of passed through it.
Yeah, we did see that chest, but you know, also open it.
Very good snipe location for a possible FD.
Going to Alexander in the chat with us now. They did find Fierce Gaming Mask. We never saw that.
Yeah, I got debated by that coast peak on Legington. I was really thinking that would be FD, but I forgot that bottles existed, so that was just probably Chateau.
Yeah, it was Charamani, 100%. I took a closer look, and it was definitely a Charamani bottle.
Like, I could have sworn I saw those little Kakiri ears. Well, I guess they're big on FD, but...
Okay, that's funny. Alexander just said in chat where they got FD. It was on Smithy too. So if you wanted FD to see, you had to do that Goldust.
My apologies. I read out Clifford's middle name. Clifford Legington Coast.
Walk's finding more bait. There's a rune key in Great Bay Temple, but at least they're in go. Guess they just probably want to find more stuff to be ready for Majora. Probably not comfortable with it.
Just remembered something, and oh yeah, Warink already got the Sonata of Awakening, so that's not gonna be a problem. But I kind of mistook that I could have played Song of Time before going to the temple, so I would have had the, you know, deliver the keg directly. I thought, okay, I'm gonna need to Song of Time once anyway, but I kind of didn't think much through.
Yeah,
I ended up having to buy the keg again. I don't know, I just misplaced the thought somehow.
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself when you entered Snowhead on second day. Even you knew at that point the keg had to be in there no matter what, or at least something linked to it. It's just a keg by itself.
Yeah,
There's not even anything to play around when you know, the trade item that will lead to a powder keg. The worst it could have been was Romani Mask, but you had it and it didn't have anything. The 10 p.m. thing, but yeah, it should always Song of Time before there.
Yeah, the Romani Mask you had anyways from Transformation Fairy, so some of the worst things it could have been was possibly Rance Masks, or it could have been like Box. But really, that's all about it. So we never saw a Brewer Mask or Mask of Truth.
yeah, we did not see that.
Yeah, we didn't see either of those masks at all.
And it makes sense with like sometimes, you know, a blitz seed can kind of throw something at you that like might not. I mean, not blitz seed, but just in general, the seed can throw something that, you know, maybe logically it makes sense that that would be marked WAF, but not necessarily. But in this case, it just felt like Keg.
Also, I think Warink fell down from this main big red turnkey, ended up kind of voiding out as Goron, but it didn't really. Yeah, it happened again. I wonder what he's gonna do, because the backup here, it should be really simple. You just go, you just go up this elevator. You don't have to think too much through it. There's a recoil flip you can do by the other elevator to end up on that red turnkey. I think there is, or am I confusing it with FD stuff?
Possibly with FD anywhere can make that from the elevators, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's bomb jumpable as well. Maybe timed well. Oh, with blast mask too, you can recoil, but the bomb jump I think is more friendly.
Those are the things that kind of one of those subtle spots where you shouldn't really overthink too much, and I think that, you know, happens to everybody. Think about Goron voiding, and then, you know, the warp location is way too far away, and the casual strat is actually the best strat. So Warink kinda needs to think about the time of day here, because, well, 2 temples left of the shortest go modes. Depending on the execution level, it'd be fine, but more time he spends not playing double time, it's gonna be more time at the Majora at this point.
Yeah, right now I think they're pretty safe to have a nighttime when they hit Snowhead. At the same time, those are shorter dungeons, and those could maybe be, you know, 3 to 5 depending on yeah, like you said, execution.
Thinking, I don't recognize Warrink's name. I don't know if he played Ocarina of Time Randomizer, because the play of going Snowhead Temple out of logic is very situational, and it's usually doesn't pay off, and it kind of messes you up more than not if you get an out of logic item that you kind of think that there's magic locked by that. But because in Majora in general, a big rule of thumb is that if it is very late into the game, you absolutely should not go out of logic. It's very rare. Early in the game, you know, distance weapon, it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a social construct. Who cares? These, you know, chest behind beings, who cares? Late into the game, you kind of, if you start going crazy where on places where the game doesn't think you should be, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you can get a lot of information obviously by staying in logic, and, you know, keeping track of like maybe the small things, you know. But yeah, late game it can be a whole different risk factor. Just because you have so much open to you at that time. with that, do we have any more comments about like the seed or just Blitz in general, or just along those lines?
I have one more thing, and it's gonna be a shout out, as we mentioned this earlier. We have an upcoming Blitz tournament with this based on this weekly race with Blitz settings. So we have a lot of contestants apparently coming, signing up for the tournament, and it will be sign-ups for the tournament will be closing tomorrow at New Instant Time. So you still got about 20 hours to sign up. If you are interested, the sign-up sheet can be found in our Discord in the Majora Randomizer Discord in the Race Announcements channel. If you are interested in signing up for the tournament, we have a lot of guides and on how to get into this game, lots of tricks, other players willing to help you get better, and very welcoming. As well as all the fact we host races and stuff like this all the time, all different settings if you're interested in other stuff, such as all sanity, standard settings. As well as that, we do have a major tournament coming out late in the year for Season 4. Might want to get into that because we have running test seats as well for Season 4 currently, so might be best time for you to sign up. But yeah, if you want to join Blitz, sign up sheets can be found in the Discord.
Yeah, and Blitz has been a great time to enter. Again, that tournament is full of new and old players, so definitely toss your hat in the ring. There's also some casual races that just pop up via ping in those in that Discord with the proper roles. So feel free to hit that up. But yeah, with that Blitz tournament coming up, feel free to join, try your hat at it, and throw your hat in. And one thing also, tonight we actually have a mystery tournament in I think it's about 6 hours from now. And so that'll be Revan versus Pixel Shake. So we'll be back. If you're on that Discord, you'll get a ping for that to know which restream channel that will be on. And as Warink finishes up Georg, I believe the plan is to raid into them. Is that correct? If not, it'll be ZSR. So let me double check this.
One Fonzie gets eaten.
Oh, this is -2 hearts. Oh.
Yeah.
Fairy.
Yeah, that was a fairy please moment.
That's gonna be very costly. I would bottle one up right now. There's the barrels on the side. I think maybe have one.
They do not, unfortunately. They only have magic animation.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to
So
fairy,
just gotta.
you have to leave the temple.
You just gotta refill with the stuff on the final green room then.
Fire Room has some magic and hearts if you need any.
I don't think Warink knows about the tech where you stun Georg as he charges you, and you definitely need to learn that as soon as possible. One of the main techniques in the game. Otherwise, like the way he was doing, where you stun from far away and then you can have one hit, and you kind of, I don't know, try to swim towards it with some magic or whatever. It really pays off to learn the actual strategy. It makes George for sure much better. It's a boss that can screw you over even if you do some things correctly. You can't respect it too much. Yeah, knows about all the refills. It's good. A lot of hearts in this setting as well. I think I found 3 heart containers. I don't know where the last one was. Or did I find all of them? I don't remember.
I believe the last one was on the Torhouse heart piece, if I'm not mistaken.
I was counting that one, so I don't think I know the other 4th.
Oh yeah,
Got 2.
I don't think we saw the 4th one then.
And especially that what Vita just said, because if you stun Georg once and you don't have a good lock, which would be either the standard strat or like the Japanese glitchless stuff where you just ram it, he's absolutely gonna eat you. Yeah, right here. I played a decent amount of time where when Georg switches phases, you need to get the swim where you just swim you swim backwards to either grab the ledge as soon as possible or to dolphin dive over the platform. If you don't do that, you're probably gonna get eaten and have a bad time. It can spiral really easy into you dying on this boss fight. So both this subtle thing and the actual sort of stun lock, I guess, very worth learning, and gonna get some faster and faster times.
Yeah, as chat points out, it's it's just when Jörg decides to do that, it's just gonna happen, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, there it is.
Not you.
The little bite between the two phases just always happens. Gotta get the magic refill, maybe after this hit.
Oh, perfect. All right. And I actually didn't get to see, since we were in go mode earlier, what was on Georg's heart container?
It was a magic bean.
Oh, that's right. It was the bean. That's a funny bean. Okay. Well, yeah, with that Georg kill, why don't we go ahead and cheer on Warrink for the rest of the seed in their channel. Before we head out, remember that there is a mystery semifinal tonight. The winner of that will be facing Dat Losset, and at a later scheduled time. But tonight we can count on that semifinal game 2 between Revan versus Pixel. If you're interested in the signups for Blitz, I encourage you, go to that link that's pinned, and of course the Discord for all of your information. It's been great. Thank you again, Angry Demon Noises, for putting this on, Warren Traveler for tracking, and also Dat for joining me in the commentary booth. With that, I believe that's all of our housekeeping, and we're gonna go head over to Warring to cheer them on. So remember, obviously they're in go mode, so no spoilers, but so I guess we're fine. But let's go cheer them on for the rest of their go mode temples.
Yep. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.